Salon, brother, break bread. Ready?
About to break gas. All right.
Lord. All right. Welcome to this episode of A Child Called Quest. We are going to be going over another rap battle, a classic rap battle, Murda Mook versus Tay Roc. This battle is monumental because Tay Roc is the face of URL, the most popular battle rap league in the world. But there will be no URL without Smack DVD, which Murda Mook is the king of that era. So we finally got to see someone from the classic DVD era go against someone from the YouTube app era and see who would reign supreme. Also on the cusp of this battle, or prior to this battle, was the Murda Mook and Calico versus T-Top and Briz, where a fight broke out. So this is like the aftermath of that, plus the DVD versus YouTube era. So it was a very high-staked battle. What did you think about the matchup?
I like the matchup. I don't necessarily like the fact that they had Tay Roc as the face of URL. I didn't know that was. There you go with that face.
Tay Roc is the face of URL.
Since when though?
Since forever.
Why? How did he become the face of URL?
So you gotta realize, like Tay Roc, we got
Tay Roc has
introduced.
been around for a while too.
We got introduced to Tay Roc through Lion's Den, but when he started getting booked on URL, like most people counted him out because of what Charlie Clips did to him the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
But then every match he was winning, like B Magic, JC, Shotgun Suge, like he kept just getting battles and better every battle. But where he really took off, I think, is when he battled Ill Will. Ill Will had won the BET tournament, and Summer Madness was part of his winning. So he got to battle Tay Roc, and Tay Roc went outer space on Ill Will, and that's when people started respecting him as like a real, not a real battle rapper, but like a respected battle rapper. Yeah. So, you know, he just been like headlining all the URL cards, so he just became the gun bar king / face of URL.
See, I thought they would have said someone else like Shine and DNA were. I mean, like they would have been the face.
Well, you gotta also keep in mind when URL was like building itself up, DNA was on Grind Time and King of the Dot and all that. And K-Shine doesn't have as many battles as Tay Roc.
Okay.
He has more of an impact, in my opinion, but Tay Roc's on like every single card for the past 15 years. So that's why they call him the face.
Okay.
And then when other guys try to come into URL, like a Disaster or who else tried to come into URL? I don't know. Some West Coast rappers. Tay Roc typically goes up against them as the face of Pat Stay.
So Pat Stay smashed him.
Who?
He smashed Tay Roc.
Okay, one, pause. Two, no, he did not. I had Tay Roc win all 3 rounds. When they battled in London, Tay Roc went dumb on him. Also,
no, he
disclaimer, so when the battle, I don't know if it was live stream or what, but they edited a lot of that battle out. Like, it got really intense. So when it dropped on YouTube, it didn't look the same from the original battle.
How would you, so how can you say that he won or lost if you don't have the whole video? Because I remember they were about to fight, and Pat Stay was like, "Look at him, he's emotional."
What you took from Lux, you don't get points from taking somebody else's lyrics.
Well, you don't. But the thing is, it still hit hard because Pat Stay was much bigger than him, and he was the calm one. Like he was the one that was deflating it and still talking junk to him.
I get, but people give Pat Stay a lot of credit. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm not
a Pat Stay fan.
I'm not either. It's so what he said, but I just didn't like what Tay Roc was saying either. I mean, in my opinion, like both
Tay Roc's energy for me, I just gravitated towards the high intensity of Tay Roc.
I mean,
and I get like Pat Stay's kind of like, I'm twice your size, I can throw you across the stage, like shut up.
Yeah.
But I was just feeling Tay Roc's stage presence more.
I felt like Tay Roc was just
Tay Roc.
Well,
you know,
yeah, I mean,
he stick to his lane and he don't try to go out of that lane at all.
Yeah, but we're talking about the wrong set of rappers. We need to be.
Well, we're talking about Tay Roc.
Well, but I'm saying we need to be talking about
Mook and Roc.
Mook and Roc.
Yeah. So this battle happened. It was supposed to be Murda Mook versus Briz Rothstein. If you don't know, there was a 2-on-2 battle. Briz got out of pocket, disrespectful, and ended up getting punched, even though it's arguable if he got punched or not. Anyway, a fight broke out. And fast forward 2 years, Briz was supposed to battle Mook. We all was excited for this. And at the last minute, literally a month or two before the battle, Briz dropped out for whatever reason. There's a lot of speculation on that. So Tay Roc stepped in to battle Mook. And there's a lot of animosity between Roc and Dot Mob because
he used to be one.
He used to be Dot Mob. He also battled Rex earlier that year. And there was a bunch of back and forth between them two. But going into the battle, like I've never seen Mook lose a battle. So I wouldn't expect him to lose against Roc for sure. You said like,
well, I was trying to
lose some.
Yeah. I've never seen him lose either.
Yeah, like you can't win against.
But I haven't been watching battle rap for 20 years either. It's kind of hard to watch a battle rap or a rapper looking at their catalog on like YouTube and jumping years and years, and then what I've actually seen of Mook, he's been the most consistent person I've ever seen. He doesn't stumble over lines. He says what he's clearly trying to get off, and you have to be in the know to understand what he's saying. But it comes across clean, like it was a clean cut. You can sew that one back up cleanly. But where was I going? Okay, but other rappers, they stumble and
slip up.
Yeah, slip.
Yeah.
But back to my original statement. What I was saying is, it's hard to watch rappers on YouTube, and you might only come across their best matches, and like it's easy to watch a rapper go against Murda Mook, and I'd be like, man, the person that Murda Mook going against is whack. Like, say if he rapping it. My first time seeing Loaded Lux was against Murda Mook at
the first one or the second one?
The second one. And so because Murda Mook watched Loaded Lux so bad, I was like, oh, Loaded Lux sucked, but it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started going back and watching Loaded Lux matches and started hearing what he was saying, I'm like, oh, that's tight. So it's not like I was watching his growth or his falling in a linear content or in a linear line. I was watching like this one, like jumping back and forth years. So I'm guessing if you watch everybody watch their matches progressively as they happen, you'll be able to get a better sense of who that rapper is.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's why Tay Roc will be the face of URL. If you go back and watch like his first battle on URL and then watch him progress, you'll be like, oh, okay, like he actually is. He deserves. He gets better and better and better. But again, like it don't matter who you are. I don't know if there's any battle rapper that could go up against Mook and win. So
I would like to see it.
Yeah, but we'll see eventually.
So who do you think? Because you're a Daylight fan. Who do you think will win against Murda Mook and Daylight?
If they're both rapping all 3 rounds in a small room like Roc and Mook just did,
you say Daylight.
I don't think there's anyone that can rap with Daylight except for Loaded Lux.
Because of the style that he has. Like he's speaking.
Like pen to paper, they're the only ones that's gonna go outer space and just, cause they're both trying to prove who can master this language the best. I'm not saying he's just gonna walk over Mook, cause that might be impossible, but they both like the same crew. So.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they Dot Mob. Daylight's Dot Mob.
So Murda Mook, Daylight, and
Rex.
No, I was about to say Loaded Lux.
Lux is not Dot Mob.
That's what we were saying, Loaded Lux and Daylight. Who will win?
Yeah. You asked me who I think could beat Daylight one-on-one.
And you said Loaded Lux.
And I said Loaded Lux.
You went back to.
But I was going back to Murda Mook.
Okay, so
battling Daylight as an example.
Okay, so who's Loaded Lux with?
He by himself. He ain't part of no battle rap crew.
Okay. So what does the crew give you?
Honestly, I don't know. That's a lot of back and forth in the battle rap community. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like NWX is like T-Top, K-Shine, etc. So they spar. There's accusations of if you're part of a crew, that crew will help you write for your opponent and stuff like that.
I heard that.
I don't get the point of crews. It reminds me of 8 Mile.
Yeah, Hollow isn't with anyone, is he?
No.
So that's why him and Lux like the main partner.
He used to be NYB, which was like Cortez, Math, Hollow, was it D Chambers? Wait, so one of them beat up Averb in the bathroom. Who was that? I don't know. I don't remember. This was like 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, some people jumping, like Rum Nitty, for example. He's EFB, 4 quarters. He was Team Hami, Writer's Block. Like he done jumped around in different crews, but you know, it's kind of pointless, purposeless. But that has nothing to do with Mook versus Tay Roc style clash, generation clash almost. And going into this battle, again, I had Mook winning, and coming out of the battle, I had Mook winning as well. Mook is just too good, you know, with the schemes. And the thing is, like, Tay Roc spends a lot of his time violently rapping about things that's not gonna happen. So he's in the hypothetical, and it might sound cool when he calls himself the gun bar king, which he is, but like, I think every round Mook would start off saying, it took every bone in my body not to laugh, you know, because like nothing's gonna happen that you're talking about. So yeah, I had Mook winning the first and the third. I slightly edged the second round to Roc.
What did he say in the second round that impressed you?
It was just, he spent the majority of the second round, he was rapping about how he helped build URL, how he's very consistent, how Mook just pops in and out of the culture every once in a while, but he's not as consistent. He also goes on that tangent about how Mook couldn't rap in his class. Like, he feels like Mook wouldn't have been able to survive a Hitman Holla, a K-Shine, and DNA. You gotta think about it, when Mook was coming up, he battled like Jay Mills, Party Artie, Loaded Lux, Iron Solomon, and the newer class feels like those guys can't hang with what, you know.
Well, if you think about it, the only 2 that's still around is Murda Mook and Loaded Lux. And that's really because they've changed their style. They don't do all the like just the set up, punchline, set up, punchline. Like, they have more intricate styles now.
Reed Dollars is around.
Yeah, see, I don't really know much about Reed.
Dollars around. And then we could argue Cassidy. Because Cassidy versus Freeway is the first rap battle I think I ever seen in my life. That was when I was in high school. This before Murda Mook and Rex and all those guys were on the internet. Yeah, they was probably running around Harlem battling on the street. But the first viral battle of like ever was Cass and Free. And then once that started buzzing is when Smack started recording these battles on the corner, which gave Lux and Mook and these guys a platform. So it was like a domino effect.
Yeah.
So we got to give credit to Cassidy and Reed because they still around today. And, you know, 20 plus years.
Yeah. But I gave the match 3-0. I would love to rewatch it and like literally pick up all of the lyrics and read it so I can actually see what's going on. Cause just in my first pass, and like I had to stop and ask you like, what is he talking about sometimes? And it makes a big difference when you actually know what's being said. So that's why I would really like to rewatch it. But just on first viewing, man, I gave it 3-0. Murda Mook, like he went hard at him. He went hard talking about like the fight and him holding the door. He went hard talking about that he was taking pictures with his legs spread in the second round. The third round, he was talking about calling and picking up dudes online. Yeah, like he did a whole. He actually
everything he was saying was things that actually happened.
It actually happened. Like that's what I like. Like
it was no, I'll cut you, I'll shoot you, da da da. It was like, no, this is what you did.
Exactly, and he actually was able to take what happened in real life and put it in words. And not only that, but he coded it. He coded the message. So you need a translator. So just to understand what's being said, like, but when he was just talking about you picked up a man, like he just put that straight out there. He said verbatim and made everything rhyme. Like she said this and she said this and she said this and you hung up the phone and she called back and say, well, you know I'm a man. Okay, just come on before I change my mind. You know, like he put all of that in a rhyme, like he put an actual conversation in a rhyme. And like, how you come back from that? How you come back from that? And he said, tell me I'm lying. He started taking off his jacket like he was gonna punch him then. And the only thing Tay Roc can say is, well, you heard it, you said it right.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was actually a mismatch. To be honest, this battle should have never been booked. They should have never battled. It's supposed to be Mook and Briz, but Briz, of course, did not battle. So it was like a last minute situation. And probably I feel like because URL probably cut his first half already, like Mook first half.
What you mean he cut his first half?
So like, let's say if you're getting 50,000 a battle, and I give you 25,000, yeah, it's like, well, it's lost money if we don't book the Abe. You got to battle somebody.
Yeah. And
Tay Roc was the only person that made sense at the time, and it was just like, it could have been. I think it should have been Hitman, to be honest. But
you think Hitman is the better face of URL?
Yes, I think Hitman's the most viewed battle rapper on URL, and it isn't really a real beef between them, so we just would have saw like who's a better rapper. I feel like this battle between Mook and Roc was just really personal. Like they were in the same crew. There was a fight that broke out on stage. They really don't like each other, so it was extremely personal. Where if it was Hitman and Mook, it would have just been like, who's the better MC? Yeah. And then we've never seen Hitman in a small room. Every time we see Hitman, it's a large crowd. He's doing all these antics with his brother.
Well, I don't think his style would translate to a smaller room.
But he claims that it will. So last year, during 2020 quarantine, everybody was battling in small rooms, and people were like, where's Hitman? And Hitman went on Twitter and was like, Beasley nor Smack has called my phone all year. I'll battle any one of these rappers in a small room to show y'all like I'm the best, but they don't call me to book me. So whatever that's about, I don't know. But I would have loved to see like Hitman and Twerk in a small room, or Hitman and Mook. Cause
I ain't a big fan of Twerk.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean I'm just not Like he stumbles a lot. And coming from the old school, like those old school rappers would not let you pick up your sentence. Just even Loaded Lux, like Murda Mook, whenever they were rapping their first battle, and Loaded Lux has a list as it is. He's always like he's always slurring his words, and he couldn't get his words out as fast as he tries to spit them. So whenever he would mess up, Murda Mook would just jump in. Like he wouldn't even miss a beat. He would just like 1 second, and it was funny because in that battle, in like the 6th or 7th round, they were arguing, and somebody from Murda Mook's side was like, "Go ahead and spit. You ain't gonna be able to finish that shit anyway." And then right on cue, within like 3 or 4 bars, he stumbles, and somebody's like, "Oh shoot." You know, but he let him finish that time. But the other 2 times that he stumbled, he didn't even let him finish them rhymes. Like he just jumped right in and kept going.
Yeah, Mook's different. He's different. Like he said to Twerk when he battled Twerk and Top, and he was like, "Y'all struggle bars about eating ramen for dinner. I actually had to eat rhyming for dinner." Like he literally he's in another world when it comes to like putting his rhymes out and practicing and making sure everything's like concise and exact. He don't slip.
He was like, the only way I'm gonna eat is to rap. Like that's the only way I'm gonna eat.
But you know who else is like that, even though you don't like him, is Goods. Like Goods don't slip. He don't like everything. You could tell he just practices shit, like, and it's just so smooth. Like they from the same era too.
Oh, well, Goods, it has been around for a while.
Like those
but he
guys
still does
rap.
it. Yeah, he still raps more than Mook and Lux. So, I mean, you wouldn't even know it unless you were just watching one of them old battles and saw Goods come up when he was real chubby.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You see, I ain't even know it till a couple of days ago. I always thought he was always swole.
Nah, he used to be. Yep, I remember. But yeah, so if you have like the URL app, this is a URL app exclusive battle. It's not on YouTube. It is a classic for all those who grew up in the Smack DVD era and wanted to see like someone finally, because we kind of got that with Lux and Calico, but Lux and Calico battle don't count. Did you see that one? That's like the most viewed URL battle. It's like 8 or 9 million views on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
A Calico battle?
Yeah, because that's the battle that went viral. Like, I think everyone was tweeting Lux's
lyrics.
"You gonna get this work." Like, that's where the slogan came from. Or look at him getting emotional. Like, that's from that battle. So you need to watch that.
Yeah,
we might have to edit that part out that you ain't seen that, because
make me look weak.
It's like a quintessential.
Well, I mean, I can't watch everything every day. Like, I mean, I have to have a lighthouse out of battle rap.
I think like if you type in Urltv and you go on their channel, I'm pretty sure that's the first or second result.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Because I'm like, that's their most viewed single battle. And then every other battle is Hitman, because Hitman does like 5, 6, 7, 8 million every time.
I'm not getting good reception here, but there it is. Nah, man, the first one.
No, go on the channel.
Oh, the actual channel.
Yeah, like click on that, and then click on videos at the top.
Well, I mean,
at the top. And let's see what pops up.
Shouldn't the rapper?
Oh, but it's sorted. So it's sorted by like newest to oldest.
What battle was it? Oh, they have all of these rappers.
So they got Prez Mafia. They got a Prez Mafia playlist. That's crazy.
Let me see Loaded Lux. Oh, they got it.
Yeah, it's sorted in alphabet, not newest to oldest. So before When you used to go on Urltv on their YouTube, they would have their top 5 most viewed battles. And the first one was Lux and Cal, and the last 4 was all Hitman battles. That's why Hitman used to say he was the king of URL.
They don't even have Loaded Lux playlist up here.
Yeah.
They got everybody else except for him. Well, I don't even know who everyone is. But
yeah, they got it. They got it. See, you're in playlist.
Yeah, but they have hoes, like they have all the chests.
But Lux only has maybe 2 battles on URL.
Oh, that might be why.
It's only him and Cal. Then the old school joints like him and Mook and the Loaded Hollows battle. So Lux doesn't really have that many battles on URL. Okay. Oh, and Clips. He battled Charlie Clips too. Forgot about that. But yeah, so in conclusion, Mook versus Roc, classic battle. Mook clearly won that one. And if you're looking to get into like what classic battles should you go to get like in the know in the culture, then that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm not sure if you really want to watch that if you're just getting into the culture, because you won't know anything what Mook is talking about.
Well, you will if you, like, so when we started watching the battle, remember I had to pause it and then we went and watched.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Versus... But at least I had some kind of background in battle rap.
But here's the thing, if you're gonna watch this battle, that means you have the app. And if you have the app, you know what's going on in the culture. So you can't even just randomly Google this battle.
Yeah.
So if you already have the app or you're looking to get the app to just randomly watch battles, then I feel like that's a good one to watch. Because no one's paying $8 a month and they don't know what's going on in the culture.
Well, you're right about that.
So.
You're right about that. Yeah, man. So with that being said, hit like, subscribe. Please check us out. We're about to do a food review. We mainly try to post on Fridays. Things come up. Technical difficulties, different schedules, lives need to be lived. So we're most definitely trying to be consistent with putting out on every Friday. But I mean, forgive us if we're missing a Friday, and that'll be good if you call us or hit us up and be like, yo, what's going on? Y'all slipping when we don't have a video. Let us know that you're out there. Let us know. We appreciate you for stopping in, hearing us talk about some crap that my homeboy is passionate about, as you can see. I'm getting passionate about it. I need to study the Bible like I study battle rap. I'd be a much better Christian, that's for sure. But with that being said, until next time, peace out.
Easy. Like my Murda Mook reference. Easy.